Hey, it's Walter here from FX Jake, and I wanted to go over the questions that Abergins posted on the forum. And the first question is, when you see a good setup, how long do you wait until canceling if your buy stop doesn't get triggered? For example, on the 1 hour chart. Well, first of all, I don't normally trade the 1 hour charts. And what I normally do is I wait one candle. And let me show you. I've got Forex Tester in here. Let's see. This is the Euro Pound 4 hour chart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance one candle at a time. And if I find anything like that, then I will take the trade. So this is a little tiny kangaroo tail. It could be better, but just for the purposes of this example, I put a sell stop right here. Put my stop loss on the other side. And then I'm going to target down here, these highs down here. You see why that's a good target? Because the market's stopped there and it's stopped there twice. So I place that one, and then I'll put another sell stop and at the same price, and I'll put my stop loss again on the other side of the kangaroo tail there, and then I'm going to take profit at the next level here, which everyone can see. It's where price reversed there, or just had a bit of a move, came back up, and then bounced off of it right there. So I've got two targets. One's a little bit more aggressive than the other one. But normally what I would do, well, let's see what happens with this trade. It may not work out, but I just wanted to have an example trade so I could show you what I'm talking about. It does go, and now it comes back a bit. Okay, now it's hit target 1. So now at this stage, the market's actually closed on the 4-hour chart below my first target. On a sell trade. That's really significant to me, and that's where I'm going to go ahead and throw my stop at break even. So I move my stop loss to break even just like that. And now it's either going to come back up and stop me out, or it's going to hit target 2. And it hits target 2, so that's great. So both those trades ended up working out. I mean, it's not always going to be the case, but that was for that one. The second question is when you open a trade, so I guess to answer your first question is I usually will only wait one candle before I cancel it. I want to see it immediately trigger my sell stop or my buy stop. Okay? The second question is when you open a trade, when is the best time to move the stop loss to break even? Well, I think we just covered that in the example, which is essentially, I know I'm a little bit quick, but usually I will move the stop loss to break even when it gets very, very close to the first target or when it actually achieves the first target. Now, in the case of this one, it actually closed below the first target, which is the best scenario for a sell stop. Now, if we had a buy position, like a buy trade, like here, there was one over here. You can see this kangaroo tail right here. It went up. It triggered on the next candle, went higher, then it retraced a bit, then came back up, and it went up to the first target. I would have moved my stop to break even there, and I probably would have gone for another target instead of sort of where I went here, where these lows are. I probably would have gone for like these highs up here, and it looks like it would have just missed that and would have come back down and stopped it out break even. So I generally wait for the first target, and then after that I move the stop loss to break even. Sometimes if it gets really close, like if it's within a few pips of the target and it looks like it's going to hit it, I'll also move my stop loss to break even. Do you ever close a trade before it is triggered, you take profit because it's taken too long? Yeah. Absolutely. That happens. That happens quite often where, and let me show you a recent example. We had this one on the euro. No, it was the euro yen actually. It wasn't that one. It was the euro yen. And the euro yen, it was the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour, it sort of did a double top here. And I knew that this area would be significant support. And it did come down here, and then it came up, and then it came down, and then it came up, and then it came down, and then it came up. And at this stage over here, I actually dumped the trade because I was hoping that it would get down even lower to this area down here, and it never did. So generally speaking, if it takes a long time and it doesn't really go anywhere, especially when it's not able to get through the first level of support and resistance, that's usually when I'll dump the trade. So I only wait about that long. If it repeatedly can't get through a level, then I'll close the trade. Hopefully that helps, Abergins, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.